Alright, so today we are going to be looking into a basic CMS system. If you don't know what that is, basically it's a content management system, and normally they will cost money or they will be controlling an entire website. Today I'm going to show you one that I coded myself for a page that I have on my website. So this is the page and this is the admin system, and just for this purpose just for this video, I have taken out the password section, so that way we can just come here and we won't have to enter a very long password each time that we come. But basically I built this because I wanted to have kind of like a news area, not too big, but I wanted to just have a little sidebar that had links to a bunch of different stories, like all of my stories. Of course, I'll still have the two featured ones, but over here I want the links to a bunch of them. So I didn't want to have to make a bunch of files each time and copy and paste or just make basic text documents. So I went ahead and made this. All you do is you enter in your file name. So we will go, what should we name this? We'll just name it test.html. And then under here we have our code, so we can actually make this box a little bit bigger so it's easier to read. And then basically this right here is a a template that I put together specifically for this. So basically what we're doing here is, instead of having to create the file and copy things over, we just type in the name of the file, it creates the file, and this is where it'll be saved, and the file, and then this is what's going to be on inside of the file, and it's already preloaded as a thing, and the CSS and stuff are already hooked up, so we don't have to switch anything. And it's this theme that I'm using, but I optimized down here to be the story mode, but that way we don't have to change like our nav bar to account for stuff. It's just, it all flows as one thing. So this makes it much easier. So now I can just say well, just for example, I'll make this story about me. I don't know. We'll just do that. So it's got the CSS here, and just in case you're wondering, you don't have to have this preloaded thing here, the template. You can just leave that out, and then whatever you type in, it'll just make a basic text document, and you'll still be able to access that. You'll still be able to access that. Anyways, so as you can see, we've already got our picture, we've got all of our stuff. So yeah, and then we have our first article here, so we can put in our title, which will be me. Subtitle, you. Contents, that guy. I don't know. I'm just putting random people's names in here, and then this person, those people. And then for the footer, we'll just put random. I mean, this is really just, for testing. So now basically what we're doing here is we're saying we're going to create the test.html file, and it's going to be saved in this location, and it's going to have this as the code. Now we just click on create story, and here we go. Now this is the viewport, so we only can look at this for 60 seconds. So as you can see, it's my normal website, same thing, but it's got me, you, that guy, this person, those people, and random. So normally, of course, you'd have more information, so it'd be like a scroll page and stuff, but now we can go back to this home page, or we can go back to our actual home page. Pretty cool. But yeah, that's basically what we can do with this admin thing. So the other cool thing is it's nothing confusing. It's just a directory, and of course you'll probably add in a password, and it brings you here. And the way I use my passwords is, instead of having a password page and then it brings you here, I actually, let me just show you a live example of it. So if we go here, we go back a little bit, we can go to another live example I have running. So this is basically the same thing, it's just for a different page, and it serves a little bit of a different purpose. But as you can see, this is the code for it. But we'll go ahead and open it up in, we'll just open it up in here. So, hold on one second. We'll go to /joshua/admin-page.html. And as you can see, oops, I don't know what that is. But don't worry, it's not my password if you were wondering, just in case, you know. But no. Anyways, so you have to put in the file name, and this is for a more text style document. So you know, you can just put in test.html again. Then you actually have to enter a password, so I will enter the correct password this time. And then this is basically what it is. It's got just basic text, so we can like put in whatever we want. And then create story. And then as you can see, it just makes a basic thing, and I'm just using preset colors. It will of course change colors when you set it to. But the other thing that I made, and this is not something that we're going to go over in this video, but I made it as well. It's home. It's got the same password. Let me just re-enter it in case. And basically what this is for is you copy this, and I'm trying to make something so that people that don't know how to code can still make websites for free on their own server. So you just put the file name here, so we'll link it to what we just have, test.html. Put the name of the page here. We'll just do test, just for fun. And then you can click on add pages. And now it says Joshua's web pages, and this is the only one we currently have. But as you can see, we click on it and it brings us back to what we worked on before. So if you'd like to see a tutorial on how this one works, just tell me and I'll do that. But we're gonna focus on this one right here. So yeah, let's go ahead and I'm just gonna briefly show you this stuff. Then yeah, so this is basically just a form. You know, you should probably know how to do this. It goes to work.php. And the only thing that you might want to know is, instead of an input type, I used a text area. And that way I can change the rows and columns. And I can put in pre-information. And then I just put in my web template. And I closed it off. And yeah, that's basically how this works. And this is just a CSS for the page. But this is where the stuff happens. So it says print. This page will close in 60 seconds and you'll be redirected to the admin page. And then this right here, I honestly don't know how any of this works except for right here. File name equals the file name. That's just, you know, using post to grab it from this other website. That's the only thing I know how to do. This basically right here I got from another website, and this is basically just taking what I have as far as the content and stuff like that. You can see like $content equals post. So it's taking the content that you entered over here, and it's pasting it into a file. So if you want to pause the video and copy this down, go ahead and do that. I'll give you about 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Anyways, yeah. And then down here, page created, the file name is file name, the title is title, and the content is content. And then down here, I just opened an HTML and head, and then I put in this tag, which basically it's saying we're going to refresh the page with this. And then we're going to refresh it in 60 seconds to this page. So again, I'll give you a couple seconds to copy this down, and of course the link changes. So basically, what this is doing is after 60 seconds, since the website's been opened or refreshed, it will redirect you to here. So of course there's some fault because, for instance, if I, let's just say I go create story, here it says 60 seconds, but if I refresh the page, the 60 seconds just started over again. But most people, when they see this message, will click cancel because it knows that there is still a running timer. But yeah, anyways, that's the basics on how this works, so I hope that this helps you guys out. And I really do hope that after I give you all of this wonderful information, you will check out where it's all going to, which is this website. It's an awesome website, and I really want you guys to check it out. It's not done yet, but might as well check it out anyways. And I will be using this program to add in a sidebar over here where all of my stories will be linked. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.